Good morning, YouTubers and big shavers. Paul here from Arizona. It is December 22nd and Saturday morning, and today I'm going to do a shave with some cream that was sent to me by Dustin Gully. Dustin sent me some Velobra soap, which I have been using fairly regularly and really love. And in addition, he also sent me some Godrej cream. I believe the regular, or the classic, and the lime. I've been wanting to try this cream for some time because I've read good reviews about it, but I've never been able. I was kind of looking for it in some of the Asian and Indian stores here in town, and I've not really been able to find it. So I kind of wanted to try it, but I didn't really want to go online and buy it. So it was nice of Dustin to send me that because I've been wanting to try it. So today I'm going to use it and give you my impressions. I'm today using the classic, and it has a nice clean smell, kind of along the lines of a Palmolive or Ingram's or something like that. It's kind of a nice clean soapy smell. Not real super strong. I don't have an ingredient list. I have no idea what if this has menthol or whatever in it. In the interest of time today, I've just bowl lathered this. Probably for the last month or two, I've been pretty much face lathering everything, and I've been really enjoying that. I'm getting really nice, dense, creamy, thick lather. But today I decided just to try and save time. I would make my lather ahead of time in the scuttle and use that. So I've actually prepared the lather and I've made it, and it looks pretty good. So today this brush I'm using is a Rooney Best Badger Style 3 handle, size 1, which is a small. Since I have been face lathering, I haven't been using this brush really that much. It is nice and soft, and you can face lather with it, but I've gotten kind of spoiled with my Smoke Boar brushes and my two-band Badger brushes. I've been spoiled with a really good backbone, and this one is a little bit floppy, which for face lathering I don't really super duper love, but it works good for bowl lathering, and I have face lathered with it. I like to feel a little bit more stiffness in the bristles. So anyways, today I'm going to go ahead and apply the Prazzo pre-shave. There it is, the old classic pre-post. So my kids are absolutely going ballistic with Christmas approaching. They get more and more wound up every day. They're very anxious to tear into their presents, and almost every day are asking if they can open a present, to which I answer, no, it's not Christmas. In my family, growing up, we would always open a Christmas present on Christmas Eve after going to church, and then we would typically open our presents on Christmas Day, and I've kind of carried on that tradition as I've had my own kids, and I've always been kind of very dogmatic about sticking with that tradition. I'm going to go ahead and apply my lather here, in fact, I remember one time when I came home from medical school, my mom told me, she said, well, this year we've decided we're going to open presents on Christmas Eve, to which I had a near breakdown and said, no, we can't do that. That is not the tradition, and that's not how it goes. And with family traditions, I've always been very dogmatic, and I guess it's a good thing I went into medicine and that I'm a surgeon, because as a surgeon there's all kinds of dogma and rules and things that we have to follow, and so that kind of fits perfectly, I guess, into my personality. So you ask yourself, well, how does that relate to shaving? Well, shaving is actually, for me, an outlet to not be dogmatic, to be the opposite, to experiment with different things and do different things and not stick to a certain plan. So that's that shaving for me is an outlet away from my everyday way that I function. So today I'm using the Red Tip. I have a Gillette. I think I have a Gillette Yellow in there. Yep, Gillette Yellow on the second shave. So it's been a few days. Well, it's been quite a while since I've used a Gillette Yellow blade. I used one the other day. I was going through my blade drawer there, and I noticed those kind of sitting at the top, and I said, well, I'm going to give those a try. I haven't used them for a long time, so I thought I'd give it a try, and it worked pretty good for me. It was a little bit tuggy on the cross grain pass, which is kind of how I remember them being. So, although it's pretty good, not as good as the Vashcon and not as good as the Med Prep for me. So, let me go ahead and pass number 2. So, there's the brush. I'll clean this brush off at the end so you can have a look at it. It's actually really a pretty brush. It's got an imitation horn handle, and it's a fan-shaped brush, and the fan on the brush is actually really pretty flat. It looks almost perfect. There's almost not a hair out of place. Being Best Badger, it has a little bit of scritch to it, but it's actually pretty soft. I'd say its softness is similar to the Samog 2-band silver tip, which also has a little bit of scritch but more backbone. And you can see it splays pretty good. It's fairly floppy. So since I've been face lathering, this has not really been getting a lot of play. So I thought I'd break it out today for this shave, since I was bowl lathering this cream. And as you can see, this lather is actually really pretty nice. It's nice and rich. Creamy, so that looks pretty good. Here we go. So I have been enjoying all the other videos, the new videos that people have been doing. Pasha, Michael Smith, who've been just started doing some videos. I really enjoyed those. Always nice to put a face to a name or to an avatar on the Facebook group. It's nice to see actually see the people in real life and see what they're like. And I've enjoyed those videos. Of course, I also enjoy some of the I also enjoy all the old guys that are doing videos, like Danny and Michael Friedberg and Ant, who I guess is new to doing videos, but it seems like he has a lot of them up there, and I really enjoy his videos. I think probably Ant and Michael Friedberg are really kind of natural in front of the camera. They seem to really enjoy it, and their videos are very entertaining. So today I'm just going to do a three pass shave, just with the grain, and then two cross the grains. The cross the grains I will try and do it at 90-degree angles to each other, and then I'll do some touch-ups on my neck just to clean that up since it's a trouble area. But one nice thing about this brush, I will have to say, is that because it's not super duper dense, it does seem to release lather really nicely. So if you can kind of put up with the floppiness, it holds a good amount of lather, but then it also releases the lather nicely, which is a kind of a nice feature of it. But I would say definitely if one is looking for a super brush with super backbone, this is probably not the one for you. Now I don't know, I've heard that the silver tips brushes and the tube bands from Rooney have really good backbone. I can't speak to that. I don't own one of those. I just have this Best Badger one. The quality of the brush is really quite good. And this, of course, is one of their lower end, lower priced ones. And even the quality on this is pretty good. I haven't had any hair loss on it. It seems to be a really solid, well-made brush. So I can only imagine what their high-end brushes would be like. I'm sure they're pretty spectacular. And as I've stated in numerous videos, I just absolutely love the Red Tip. It's probably my most favorite of the my vintage Gillette razors. I'd have to say this, and then probably my second favorite is a Gillette Super Adjustable long handle. I have a short handle, but I also have a long handle, and for whatever reason I seem to get a better shave with the long handle. And when I use that Super Adjustable, I usually just set it on 9 and use a sharp blade, or a blade that I know it's good for me, like the Vashcott or the Med Prep, and I've gotten some really outstanding shaves with that. And the same goes for the Red Tip. If I use a blade that I know is good for me, I know I'm going to be in for like a really outstanding shave. I'll just do a few little touch-ups here on the neck, clean that up a little bit. So I found that with a little experimentation here that I seem to be getting just as good a shave doing 3 passes with the grain, 2 against the grain, and then or two across the grain, and then doing against the grain touch-ups on my neck. And I've been getting as good a shaves doing that with less irritation than I was getting doing a 4-pass shave. So that formula seems to be working pretty good for me. There you go. And I have to say that on the second shave here with that Gillette Yellow, I did not experience any tugging on the neck whatsoever. So I'm pretty happy with that. I've got a few more of those left, so I'll probably be messing with them here over the next few weeks and months. Just using them in different razors and seeing how they go. When I used it the other day, yesterday I guess it was, I used it in my R41, and I did experience a little bit of irritation on my neck and a little bit of tugging going across the grain. So it may be just razor specific, because it was pretty outstanding in the Red Tip. So today for aftershave, I think I'm going to go with a fave, the Floid Sandalore. I'll just slap a little of that on. Let that sit from there. I'm just going to rinse the brush off real quick so you can have a look at it. So there it is. There's the Rooney Best Badger brush. Real nice brush. So, but a little floppy. So I hope you guys all have a great Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. And I plan on doing a Christmas shave. And we'll see you soon. Talk to you later. Bye.